A person's greatness is shaped by their thoughts. It's not by luck, it's not by background, but by what they believe about themselves. This truth has appeared again and again in the lives of highly successful people. Elon Musk, Steve Jobs, Jeff Bezos, Napoleon Hill said it clearly in Think and Grow Rich. What you think about, you become. If that is true, then why do so many people struggle? Why do so many feel stuck? Why do so many fail to move forward? Is it because they don't think about the future, or because they fail to recognize their own value? Today's story answers that question, as it delivers a powerful lesson you won't forget. Imagine a busy railway station. Trains coming and going. People rushing in every direction. That station lived a beggar. Every day he survived by asking passengers for spare change while they waited for their trains. Most ignored him. Some gave a little. No one noticed him. One day, a well-dressed businessman stepped onto the platform. His suit was expensive, his posture confident. He looked successful, the beggar thought. This man must be rich. If I ask him, he will surely give me something. He approached and stretched out his hand. But instead of giving money, the businessman asked a simple question. Do you only take from others? Have you ever given anything in return? The beggar was shocked. No one had ever asked him that before. Confused, he replied, Sir, I'm a beggar. I survive by asking. I have nothing to give. The businessman smiled calmly. If you believe you have nothing to give, he said, then you have no right to ask for anything. I believe in exchange. If you offer something, I can give something back. But if you offer nothing, I can give nothing either. With that, he boarded his train and left. The beggar stood frozen. Those words echoed in his mind. That night, he couldn't sleep. For the first time, he questioned his identity. What can I give? I have nothing. 2 days passed. He didn't beg at all. He only thought. On the third day, he noticed something near the tracks. Wildflowers. Bright, beautiful. An idea struck him. What if I give something first? He gently picked a handful of flowers and returned to his spot. Now, when someone gave him a coin, he offered a flower in return. Something surprising happened. People smiled. They thanked him. They gave more. As long as he had flowers, donations increased. When he ran out, they dropped. The lesson was clear. People value exchange. Days later, he saw the businessman again. Excited, he rushed over. Sir, he said, today I have something to give. The businessman smiled, gave him money, and accepted the flowers. You understand now, the man said. Today, you are no longer a beggar. You are a businessman. That thought changed everything. 6 months later, 2 well-dressed men met at the same station. One recognized the other. You were the beggar, he said. The man smiled. Yes, but today I run a successful flower business. What changed? The businessman asked. The answer was simple. I realized I was never small. I just thought I was. Life follows identity. When your thoughts change, your future changes. See yourself as capable. See yourself as valuable. Because you only become what you believe you already are. Now, let's pause for a moment. Because this story is symbolic. In real life, change is rarely instant. A beggar does not become a successful business owner in 6 months just because of one idea. Growth is usually slower, messier, filled with doubt, setbacks, and long periods of uncertainty, and that's important to say. The real power of this story is not the timeline. It's the shift in identity. The moment the man stopped seeing himself as someone who lacks and started seeing himself as someone who offers, everything changed. Not his circumstances, not his location, not his resources, only his mindset. This is where many people get confused. They wait for confidence before acting. They wait for money before creating value. They wait for certainty before moving forward. But growth rarely works that way. You don't believe after you succeed. You succeed after you believe. Giving does not always mean money. Sometimes it's effort. Sometimes it's skill. Sometimes it's attention, creativity, or consistency. The question is not, what do I have? But rather, what can I offer today, even in a small way? Progress compounds quietly. One decision leads to another. One shift in thinking opens doors you couldn't see before. And yes, results take time. Sometimes much longer than we expect, but no real transformation ever starts on the outside. It always starts within. When you change how you see yourself, you change how others respond to you. You change the choices you make. You change the risks you're willing to take. The world doesn't reward potential. It responds to value. Value begins the moment you stop seeing yourself as small. So reflect on this. Where in your life are you only asking, and you could be offering? Because the future you want is not waiting for permission. It's waiting for a new version of you to step forward.